Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Emily and I'm excited to talk to you today about journaling. So I'm going to share all of my current journals and notebooks with you today that I'm using in 2026. And I love seeing what other people are using and their thought process behind it, and I get good ideas. So today I just thought, I've been an avid journaler for most of my life, and I've gone through phases where I use tin-set notebooks and more expensive notebooks and journals and things like that. And so I just want to talk to you about it a little bit today and share some of my current notebooks and what I'm using them for. So let's get into it. Up first is the Artist's Way Morning Pages Journal by Julia Cameron. And I am doing the Artist's Way this year. I will say that I think I've always done some version of morning pages, and I just don't always do the full 3 pages, but for this 12 weeks, I'm trying really hard to get in the full 3 pages every day. I think this journal may have been sitting around someone's attic for a while because some of the pages have fallen out of it, which, isn't the end of the world, but some of the pages have fallen out. And then, to make it lie flat, I really had to sort of, get strong arm the binding. So I probably wouldn't buy this again. It's very heavy and it's very cumbersome to carry around. So while I do love the big full pages, I don't necessarily love this on every page. I don't like this part necessarily, so I probably would not buy this one again. But I have nothing against using regular notebooks. This isn't one of them, but depending on how old you are, you probably remember that back to school time, they typically will have notebooks out for 10 cents, 20 cents. I mean, I'm sure they're not 10, 20 cents anymore, but I'm just trying to encourage you that there's nothing wrong with just a plain Jane notebook either for journaling. This one is a fancier notebook that I had gotten at Target. And what I like about it is the pages are a little bit longer than normal. So you have this topic area, and then you have this whole section to write. I always thought this would be nice for school because you could write whatever your topic was, and some notes over here, and then more detailed notes over here. So I don't know why most of my notebooks, the first page I don't write on. I always think I'm going to do some elaborate title page, and then I never necessarily end up doing that. The pain of regret is far worse than the pain of discipline. Nathan Whitley. So anyways, I've been on a purple kick for a while. I just use a purple Mead pen, and I buy a whole box of them at a time on Amazon and run them out. So this one I pretty much have filled up. This was basically just like a journal. Yeah, so again, this was not the cheapest notebook, but I really like the recycled pages, that they're soft, and I just like things that are a little different and unique and pretty. Now these, I definitely have used these for on and off for years, and these are just a couple bucks. I can always find them at Walmart, and it's just graph paper. I love it, spiral bound. I like this for one. I'll use this for lists, and I will use it for checklists. I will also use it for journaling. This is nice if you're intimidated by a completely blank page. This is nice because for some reason my brain doesn't look at this and think intimidation blank page. It's like there's already something going on here. So anyway, I've definitely used this for a health journal before because I really like that you can write your exercise, your sets, your reps, and check it off and stuff like that. So there's one out there for every budget for sure. Now, this notebook, I think I paid $12 to $15 for it on Amazon, but what I really like about it, there's a lot of pages in it. It's recycled, and I really, really like the front page being this thick cardboard, because when you go to write on this, it's really nice, where sometimes when the cover is plastic, I hate the way I will have to put paper or something here to write. So anyway, it's nice, and this one's just been a journal as well, sort of trying to do some of my writing exercises in here. So what does it say? 20 things I enjoy doing. Taking dog walks, lifting weights, dancing, hiking, backpacking, plants, taking care of them, walking around a nursery, reading, getting a fun drink, thrift stores, writing, yoga, staying in bed all day, watching old movies, photography, videography, making baked goods, gardening, taking a drive to sing and process, ice skating, skiing, and snowshoeing. So most of the things I like doing are physical. And then looks like I've got some of my, yeah. So anyway, I love to get highlighters, and then I'm always like, you know, which highlighter theme do I want to use this week? So anyway, just kind of depends on my mood. I like this one because it doesn't look like a journal, so I'll grab this and take it to work with me sometimes. So my next, probably most important thing is my brain. Dun, dun, dun. This is my passion planner, and this year I chose the celestial theme. I really just thought it was beautiful, and I like the covers are pretty durable. I do usually get the tabs, which take a beating over the year, but I really love the colors that they had. And that always has this. I won't do a whole passion planner walkthrough because you can do that on a million different channels, I'm sure. But I just wanted to show you this year, I decided to go for it and just put my stickers. We're big backpackers and hikers, and I love stickers, like I said. So I just decided I can buy more stickers. So I just decided to go ahead and just stick them in here because I want to have a good relationship with my planner this year. I want to feel excited about looking in it. I don't always do the best with these first few pages. If you're familiar with Passion Planner, I just kind of usually don't do too much with these. But then I like the monthly spreads. This is my version of a theme, I guess, is picking similar colors and picking one highlighter to mark the days off. I tend to use this as a bit of a journal, so I just at least try to write something that happened each day. So do a little bit on the weeks. Of course, then we have February, which was a little easier because it was Valentine's Day, and then every month has some questions, so I usually answer those, or I'll just ask myself questions and answer them there. So I really like Passion Planner. I don't tend to go ahead too much. I tend to just do it as I go, but I do love to write in birthdays and anniversaries and like different death anniversaries and just when things are due and things like that. So this is definitely my brain. These are a bit of an investment, but I really like them, so for what that's worth. Then I just have this good old notebook. I like this color, but this is the sort of cover that I was talking about, that when you like just go to write right here, I don't like that. So, but I always put the day. I'm always like, oh, I can't believe it's the date, you know, and here I am practicing more pens, practicing writing. Looks like this one I've used a lot for lists and grocery store and stuff like that. So I don't use this one too much, but it's a nice size too to throw in your bag. Then this is just made by Pen and Gear, and they make nice stuff at a decent price point. It's, you know, it's not the highest end stuff, but it's pretty nice for the price point for sure. This one I'm using as a log for my plants, and I'm doing some propagations that I just started early in March, so making notes of those. And I don't use this one as much as I thought I would, but I would like to use it a little bit more. So anyway, that's that. And then this is the first time I've ever had a journal like this, and I think I'm going to use this one just for just whatever I feel like. So it's really cool. I got it at Barnes & Noble. It's got like 4 distinct little notebooks in here, which I thought was cool. And I like it because I thought, oh, I could just maybe take it outside with me. I don't know. It just felt fancy. I've never had one of these that wraps like this before. I don't even know what I'm really supposed to do with that, but I just thought it was kind of cute, kind of cool. And then I wrote, let's see, I wrote a little something something in here. Dear reader, if you had told me I would be living, working, recreating, and so on here in Montana as a 50-year-old, I would have never believed you when I was younger. Something like that. So anyway, there's that one. We are almost done, my friends. This notebook, I just thought she was beautiful. I think I'm going to use it as a travel log. A travel journal is the only thing that I have not consistently kept throughout my life. I've kept a lot of running logs and workout logs and food logs and journals of every sort, but just not a travel journal. So this is just kind of pretty soft, basic paper, but I think I might make this my travel journal, starting with my last trip that I just took in February. So I just love the art on this. I got this at the Arboretum we went to visit, as well as this one, which I just couldn't pass this up. I just thought it was precious. And I think what I'm going to do with this one is put it by my bed and just every day write like a win of the day in it, because it's got a spot for the date, the weather, and your name. So anyway, I just thought that could be cool to write something in there every day. So I haven't started using it yet, but I'm going to. And then this is the other one that I got at Barnes & Noble, last but not least. And I'm going to use this one as a wellness journal for both mental and physical health. And again, I left this page blank thinking I would do a title page or something there. And then this is just the gist of what it's going to look like. Saturday, March 7th. I wrote 8 a.m. I woke up with my watch alarm, meditation and morning pages, liquid omegas with a homemade dirty chai. Felt so happy to wake up knowing I had a fun drink. And then I wrote my movement for the day, and everything I did. I wrote everything was 20 reps times 4 sets. And then I made a couple other notes down here. I wanted to remember to do my Calm, which I did, my supplements, and yeah, so my mental and physical health is very important to me, and I was just kind of feeling like I wanted something fun and different, so that's why I got this. So that is everything, my friends, and I just love seeing other people's notebooks, so I thought I would share mine with you. And I would love to see yours. And I think journaling can just be so fun because it can be, as simple as you want it to be, or it can be very elaborate if you want it to be that as well. You can have one journal, or you can have a journal for every day of the week. You can really just kind of do whatever you want to do.